The superstars of Fan Control Football Season 2.0 are not only the who's who of celebrity team owners and influencers, not the 21 million live views of our Emmy-nominated broadcast. Across Twitch, DAZN, Fubo, NBCLX, Peacock. Or our highlights that scored over 100 million views. And we can't forget best-in-class sponsors. But the biggest star of Season 2 is our play-calling app that allow fans to control the action on the field. Fans pick a team, pick a play, 4 run plays, 4 pass plays to choose from. The play with the most votes is called in real time.
We got it.
This is where video games and live action come to life. And now, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment brings you Fan Controlled Hoops, where fans call the shots. Coming 2023, the future of sports is here, and it's Fan Control. Power to the fans.
Are you ready for it?
This is FCTV, fan-controlled television. Programs created and produced for the fans, by the fans of fan-controlled sports and entertainment. As always, power to the fans. And now, it's time for the show.
Welcome to the Info Arcade Show. This is the special Valentine's Day episode. I'm Jaden, aka Info Arcade, and joined with me every single week is the dashing, the beautiful co-host. Don't cause a ruckus, AJ King Kyle himself. Yeah, you're dashing. You're a handsome gentleman.
Oh, thank you, man. I just got laughed at trying to get flowers for my fiance.
You didn't. No,
straight up, go into the local like corner grocery store, I guess.
Yeah,
store, and they usually have like a ton of flowers. They didn't. It was obviously it's Valentine's Day, but they had like 6 or 7 like long stem roses like hanging in the back, and I just go up and I'm like, hey, you got any flowers available? She goes, no. And I was just like, it's a little rude.
Oh man,
it's a little rude.
Dang, I'm so sorry. So did you find like a backup plan? Like,
there's like another really nice flower store like right next to my apartment. So I just like stop by there. But it's just expensive. I mean, it's worth it, but I try to go to the like cheaper place.
Yeah, I mean, because flowers die, but your love is eternal. Am I right?
They look the same from both places, so one is just a little cheaper than the other. I think that's why that one was sold out.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. And I've got to say, shout out to everyone who's joining us on this Valentine's Day. Got Hellbreaker, C4 Credit, Ruthless Cutie, Black Magic Games. We got Boykin for MVP, Jaylon 175. Lots of first time people here. If you are brand new to Fan Controlled Sports, welcome. We're excited. This is the Info Arcade Show. It's a fan-controlled show where fans of the leagues run the show. We bring you all the content each and every single week. We are right here on Tuesdays, live on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, and Facebook, you name it, we're live, but you can also catch us on podcast services everywhere throughout the week. You can go back and listen to it, but we hope that you join us live at 6 p.m. Central Time on Tuesdays. Anyway, we are so excited to be joined this week by a pretty awesome guy. He is what we would call a brain in the business. He runs the FreddyStatGo podcast with our good friend Stathead, and he's actually filling in for Stat tonight on this Valentine's Day. So hopefully you can pull him in just a second. But Freddy Airmail is with us tonight, so he's going to be chiming in on some stuff, and then we got some really fun topics going on as well. Astrophysical Anomalies in the chat. What's going on, Info and AJ? What's going on with you, man? I hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. Let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. We had Super Bowl Sunday this week, and it was pretty great. It was pretty incredible. It was a close game. like going back and forth. I honestly didn't know who was going to win until the very last minute. But every great game has its controversy, and we're going to dive into all that right now. So let's kick it off with first up. Let's go.
Wait, don't we need Freddy on here?
We do need Freddy. Freddy, where are you? Freddy!
We need the intro video for the next thing. We need Freddy on, Jim, when you get a chance. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that works.
Oh, there you go.
It's back. I have a feeling that Streamlabs had a date tonight and did not want, or StreamYard, I should say, had a date tonight and just is refusing to cooperate. It's just not wanting to cooperate. You can't do anything.
Just doesn't want to show up tonight.
Oh, it's okay. It is what it is. We're gonna have a show anyway. By golly, we're having a show. And that was Stinky the Gutter Cat, as always, stinking it up here on the show. So welcome back, Stinky, to the show. All right, let's talk about Super Bowl, because I know that you're pulling for the Chiefs. I was pulling for the Chiefs, so we both kind of like got what we wanted, in the sense that, like, hey, the Chiefs won, like they're the Super Bowl champions. That's awesome.
Yep.
But dude, there are so many times where I felt like the officiating was questionable, even as a Chiefs fan or a Chiefs follower, a Chiefs supporter. I was like, man, I don't know. I think we got lucky on that one. But I could say the same thing. There was a PI call that happened for the Eagles. I was like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's sports, right? That's sports in general. But I want to know, what did you think about the Super Bowl? Like, start to finish. What is some of your observations? And also, chat, if you have anything to say, we're going to be reading comments out loud on your Super Bowl opinions. What did you guys think of the Super Bowl? What did you think of the halftime show? What did you think of the commercials? What did you think of the officiating? Like, let's talk about all of it. Bring it up here right now. This is the place to go. AJ, you go ahead, man. Kick us off. What did you think of the Super Bowl this year?
I'm going to be honest with you. We had a party, and I was a little disappointed because I had to pay attention to the people, not so much the game.
Oh, isn't that the worst?
And the worst part was everyone was talking throughout the game, and then halftime came, nobody was talking, and I was the only one not talking throughout the entire game, and didn't really care about the halftime show. I thought the game overall was good. It was a close game. It was an offensive battle, like I knew it was going to be. I don't think the refs screwed anyone over. I thought they called a really close game. The Eagles player himself said he was holding on that last call against Juju. Like, I think it was pretty even, fair officiating along the way. I think it was one of those situations where the Chiefs just wanted it more, man. Like, look at Mahomes, man. The guy went down. It looked like they were targeting his ankle on that tackle. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they were going after the ankle at the end.
Joe, about the thing that where it looked like Mahomes was gonna be out, and we were all like sweating bullets. That play at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I was nervous.
I was nervous too, but he just wanted it more. He came back. He got everything he needed and more. And like, the one thing that I don't like love about this Super Bowl is how it ended. It was boring ending. You know, they did the right thing. It was smart. It's what the Falcons should have done years ago.
That's how you play the NFL. You know,
that's how it's done.
Clock. But that's why the FCF is so much better than the NFL, because no one likes to win on a kick, like a kickoff like that. Like, that's the dumbest thing. It's so stupid. Yeah. Like, I want to end on a touchdown. And to be fair, like was it Pacheco? Like, he was running left, and he had a TD, and he just like, nope, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm not taking the stats. I'm not giving him 90 seconds to come back. I'm going to slide it, and we're going to overchew clock right here. Like,
yeah, no, that's like the smartest play from a rookie
smart
player I've seen ever, especially in the Super Bowl. Nonetheless, like, you have to take into consideration the years of understanding the game to know that, oh, this is something that, and the unselfishness of a rookie not to score the final could be touchdown in a winning Super Bowl. That has a lot of, you know, I gave a lot of respect to that. So I think he deserves Rookie of the Year, whatever you're gonna say. I think it goes to him. But I don't know if there is a Rookie of the Year award, but there should be. Damn it.
Honestly, like he definitely showed, especially in that Super Bowl game, just how talented and how great of a rookie he was. Like, I'm super impressed. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do with the Chiefs next year. I'm gonna read some of these comments and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. We've got a lot of opinions here on the game. Boykin for MVP, he says the officiating was good. He said he didn't see any problems with it. Okay, that's awesome. Hellbreaker says halftime show is a snooze fest. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely different than what we've had in years past. But Rihanna's super talented. The problem is, like, everyone's saying that all she did was lip sync, but like most of the time, don't they just lip sync anyway? And I don't know. Like, you weigh in on that. Water Tower 14 says the refs basically took the Lions out of a clear Super Bowl dub during the last weekend of their season. I don't know if they would have made it to the Super Bowl. They could have gotten into the playoffs, sure, but I don't think they're not Super Bowl worthy. I am excited to see what the Lions are going to do next year. That is for another conversation. I knew Mahomes was going to sit on the second half, says Boykin. I agree. No, it's the last game of the season. You play hurt. That's what you do, unless you just can't. If your leg is snapped in half, it's another thing. But
I mean, we saw Mo Thomas do it in the Players Championship. He had 2 broken ribs from that first touchdown. Didn't tell anybody until after the game was over.
What a G, man.
He had a great game too, which is
That's
more power
what
to
you did, dude.
Bring Mo back.
Bring Mo back.
Bring Mo back.
Hashtag bring Mo back. FCF so much better than NFL. Thank you, Astrophysical Anomaly. We think so too. I saw at least 2 bad calls of the game, says Hellbreaker. I think there were several calls that could go either way. But that is one of those things where that's why we play the game. I saw first time chatter. Bob Dang said in every sport,
Bob Dang,
football. Bob Dang.
Bob Dang.
Bob Dang.
Bob Dang.
Bob Dang. That's really fun to say. And he's a first time chatter. Thank you for chatting and joining the show tonight, Bob Dang. He says any sport, especially football, is stupid hard to officiate. If you break it down one way or another, there's a penalty or almost every single play. It just comes down to what they call, what they don't call. And I think this is sometimes one of those times where it's like you got to let them play. That hold at the very end of the game, that was like the big one. That was a lot of people were questioning, was it a hold? And even the Eagles corner said, "Yeah, I held him." Like that was a hold.
He was like, "I was holding on to his jersey." Like, of course.
Did you see the tweet today?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the tweet from Juju today?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the response,
bro? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, savage, dude. I love it. I love that it just makes me think that the Eagles and Chiefs next year, if they get to play at all, like it's going to be insane. Trying to get
it's going to be a Thanksgiving game.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't know, but it should be.
If it is, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I would watch that so bad. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for this subscription, Bob Dang. We appreciate you. Welcome,
Bob Dang.
Welcome, Bob Dang, to
Bob
the
Dang.
Fake Control family. You're in the family now, is what we call it.
So
thank you so much. Make sure you guys join the Discord too. If you haven't already joined the Discord, it looks like a wild peanut appeared in the chat. Sup, guys? I'm sick and disgusted by the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Well, you're a Raiders fan, so we got some.
You
news
must be
to
sick
talk
and
about
disgusted
today.
a lot.
I was gonna say we have some news to talk to you about here a little bit because we're gonna talk about that. Anyway,
that's just you're gonna be disgusted.
Yeah. Peanut, we love you. It's just really funny. Okay. So, unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties, and our guest co-host, Freddy Airmail, is not going to be able to make it on the show tonight, unfortunately. But that's okay. Freddy, we love you. Make sure you come in the chat. Freddy's always in the chat, and if you ever want to hear his beautiful voice and listen to all the things that come out of his big, beautiful brain with all the stats and numbers, make sure you tune into the FreddyStat podcast, FreddyStatGo podcast on Mondays. Make sure you do that. Real quick, Wavy Alex says, "Oh,
God."
Hello.
Sounds like someone didn't read the private chat properly. I'm here. I'm just.
He is.
There's just going to be no video.
Audio only.
I'm going to be this mysterious voice.
Okay, that's pretty
Is
awesome.
it just going to be the stat guy in the back that's just like, actually, he did this, and this. You're wrong.
And
it's going to
Pay
be
no attention to the stat guy behind the curtain.
That's right. So you're going to be like, all right, Freddie, what did you have to say about that back there at HQ? Well, we saw the replay, and that's basically what we have here. Well, everybody, give a round of applause. Welcome to Freddy Airmail joining us by voice. He's making it work. He's doing the thing. So we're excited that he's here. And I guess no face reveal for Freddy. For Freddy today.
I'm
He's staying
disappointed.
incognito.
I put on my Apes jersey and a Notre Dame hat, and I got a nice background going. But
there you go.
You guys don't get any of it today because
it's okay, man. It's okay. Next time.
Technology broke up with me today.
Man, I'm so sorry you got disappointed and heartbroken on Valentine's Day. That's the worst. So, all right, we are going to continue on with this conversation. So there's two more things I want to talk about with the Super Bowl that I find very interesting. One, we talked about this on the show before, AJ. Is Philly cursed?
I mean, I hope so.
Cursed? Because
I hope so.
Those poor Philadelphia sports fans, not only did they lose the Super Bowl, not only did they lose the MLS Cup, and they also lost the World Series. Like 3 championships, 2 in one weekend. Now the Super Bowl, they were this close, and it just robbed from them.
Don't forget also the USFL.
Oh yeah, don't forget the Philadelphia USFL team.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. You know where I don't.
Good.
One team I don't want to play for, Philadelphia. Hellbreaker says I don't see it as a curse. Boykin says yes, they're cursed. I mean, dude, it is definitely not looking good for Philadelphia sports fans. So the real question is, can the that's the Detroit. I was gonna say, can the Philadelphia Flyers or the 76ers redeem them? Probably not.
Flyers aren't making it that far. I gotta say, I don't think it's a curse because how many cities didn't have a team make it that far at all in any of those sports.
Yeah.
So
you know what? It is Valentine's Day. You know what Shakespeare did say? He said, "Better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, and better to have gone to the championship than never have shown up to one." And they showed up to several championships. They just couldn't seal the deal. So you guys decide: is Philly cursed? We've been talking about on the show. I don't know. I've got a hunch. The other thing I want to talk about from this game is Patrick Mahomes the next GOAT? Is he the next Tom Brady of this NFL generation? Because that man's got rings. Not one, he got 2. Rings with an S, plural. So he's not slowing down, dude. Like that ankle, I am worried about the ankle, but he powers through it. That man runs the ball even with an ankle injury. Like, I don't know, man. I think if Patty Mahomes stays healthy, he easily has a chance to compete with Tom Brady's rings.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like at the rate he's going, not only is he going to keep up, he's going to outperform Tom Brady. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Mahomes is going to be he's going to be the new GOAT. Not only that, he's going to be a better quarterback than Tom Brady ever was and ever will be. I'm saying this now. You can quote tweet me. You can bring this up at the end of Mahomes' career because the guy is not going to leave with how many did Tom Brady have? 6, 7?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
He had 7. Sorry, actually, let's go to Freddy in the studio.
Freddy in the studio. How many do you have?
How many Super Bowls rings does Tom Brady have? 7?
He has 7 total, 6 with the Patriots and 1 with the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Freddy. Everyone,
dude's gonna go for 9 or 10. I'm thinking first person to get double-digit rings in any sport.
Unbelievable.
Patrick Mahomes.
I agree. So does Wavy Alex in the chat. Bob Dang says, "Dude lost his mind. Better than Brady. Dude lost."
Bob Dang,
mind.
you have a great voice, but I pretty much predicted this whole NFL playoffs. So. You want to come at me with some receipts, son.
You won't even get to Manning stats. I don't know, man. I have mad respect for Peyton and Eli Manning, but Patrick Mahomes is something.
You already passed Eli. He's past one Manning. He's going after the second.
I think with Mahomes, we kind of got into this on FreddyStatGo in the last episode because we talked about the Super Bowl quite a bit, and we also talked about the XFL. Which we're also going to get to here today. But we talked about, in terms of considering the Chiefs a dynasty in the making at this point, which is kind of the same thing about considering Mahomes the GOAT. I think we got to wait until we get to that bridge before we talk about crossing it. And we can say, he's he's on a good pace, but he's got to make sure he stays healthy, make sure that he still keeps some of his tool set that he's really used to get to where he's gone so far. And so we can say he's on that trajectory.
Yeah.
Let's just wait for it to get here and enjoy the ride.
So here's the last question I have to say. Like, do we see a similar path with Patrick Mahomes? Do we see him taking the Chiefs to a dynasty there and then jumping to a new organization later in his career? Or do we think that Patrick Mahomes is going to be Kansas City born and bred? Like, that's where he's going to live all throughout his NFL career. What are your thoughts? And no matter what, guys, like, we're not saying he's as good as Tom Brady, like at his prime now. What we're saying is we think he's better. Like, that's what we're saying. We're saying like there's a lot of potential for Patrick Mahomes, and we're saying we think that he's gonna chase down and get those rings. Now, one man does not win a Super Bowl by himself.
No,
they have to have a team around them. They have to have all the pieces. All the chemistry has to be there. We're saying if the Chiefs organization does what they should, and they continue to give this man all the pieces to the puzzle that he needs, I see no reason why he can't be the next GOAT. Andy Reid is hungry. He's not retiring. He's staying in the league as a coach.
Yeah.
They're continuing on. They're not losing their OC or DC in Kansas City. They're not. Unlike the Eagles, who have just basically lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators going to other teams to be head coaches. So I think there's a potential for this Kansas City team to be a dynasty. But the question is, does Patrick Mahomes stay in Kansas City for his career? What do you guys think?
I mean, if he's smart, it's more if Kansas City's smart, they keep him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, as of now, unless Lamar Jackson gets, back to the way he was pre-injury, like, there's no one. I mean, Josh Allen's a great quarterback, don't get me wrong, but I think Mahomes is head and shoulders above him.
Yeah.
Especially now, everybody's criticism this year was that he's not going to be nearly as good without Tyreek Hill. Not only was he just as good, he won the Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill.
Absolutely. He did great. It was awesome. I've also got to say this too. Matt, he's basically watching over on Facebook. Hey, Matt, good to see you. Thanks for joining us over on our Facebook audience. He says different generations should be compared separately. I love that. I agree, but Tom Brady, what generation is he in? I mean, like, he played for 20 freaking years. Like,
man Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, like, I love that comment because a lot of people have been talking about, well, now that LeBron is the new points leader in the NBA, he's the GOAT. And I'm like, I can't compare LeBron and Michael Jordan. Like, LeBron is the king and Michael Jordan is the GOAT. That's where it goes. Like, that's it.
Sure. I'll accept that.
Like, they're different. But I don't think in this case that Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady are any different. I think they're on the same level of where they could be in terms of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But the jury's still out on Patrick Mahomes. We're just speculating, right?
I think in terms of Mahomes, if he rides out the current contract that the Chiefs have him on, which doesn't put him as a free agent until 2032, if he stays with the team through all that, I think he's got a good chance to win, at least 2 or 3 more rings. It kind of also depends on how long Andy Reid stays, because Andy Reid has been a head coach for a long, long time in the league, and I mean he's gonna keep going as long as he can, I think. But
prior to Super Bowl 50, when was the Chiefs' last Super Bowl appearance? 70s, 80s?
It was like in that first decade of Super Bowls,
right? And now they've been to 2 and 4. They've been to 2 and 4 or 3 and 4 years. Won 2 of them.
Yep.
So all this to say is, like, they've apparently figured out the formula in Kansas City. The question is, can they continue to keep it all together? Because I know it's hard to keep that, talent there. It's guys are going to retire. Money is going to be a factor. Some guys are going to get bought out to go to play for other teams because, money talks. But the real question is, what's going to happen with Mahomes? I love this comment too from Bob Dang. Without Kelsey, he was nothing with his injury. I mean, dude, Kelsey played a heck of a game, bro. Travis Kelce is one of the greatest tight ends. He is Tom Brady's Gronk. It's the same. They are identical. There it is. There's more proof to the pudding. Tom had Gronk. He's got Kelce.
When you need a bailout, look for your tight end, right?
That's right. That's right.
I'm down.
All right. It's been fun. I love talking about the Super Bowl, but we've got way too many topics to get to. We've got dates to go on later. Like, it's Valentine's Day. We're gonna power through the show. But if you guys do want to talk to us more about your Super Bowl opinions, tweet at us. Like, we will reply mid-date. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I'll get. At some point, I'm probably going to be like, hey, sports, I'm going to check a score or whatever. And I'm probably tweet back at you. It's fine. Tweet at AJ King Call at InfoArcadeFCF. Love to chat with you. Let us know.
I will not return as quickly.
Probably not. But it's okay. All right. Moving on into our next topic. If you're fans of fan-controlled sports, you got this update last week. If you didn't hear about it, we're telling you now. But the FCF called an audible last Thursday. They said that they are pushing back the fan-controlled football season 3.0 until the fall. It was supposed to be May. It got pushed to fall. This came in an article in which I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up real quick. It's on the FCF website. I'm just going to read it real quick. It says, we're calling an audible with the schedule while we had grand plans to run season 3.0 in just a few months and then launch Fan Control Hoops season 1.0 shortly thereafter. We've decided to switch the two, and now FCH season 1 will come first. This offseason, we've been grinding through training so we could come back bigger and better than ever with a new app, new site, new venue, new teams, more celebrity owners, more players, more coaches, and more things for the fans to control in 3.0 to tip off the new sport. And also the tip-off of a new sport in fan-controlled hoops. You guys can check out that article on the FCF website. Go check it out. It's really good. And they talked about it on the fan-controlled show right there after the announcement last Thursday. And while I am disappointed as a fan, and I want to see fan-controlled sports make a comeback like as soon as possible, I respect the decision to push back, especially whenever Deez hopped on the Fake Control show on Thursday. He says added teams, celebrity owners, a new and improved app, which, by the way, I've seen hands-on stuff with, and it looks incredible. A new venue. Like, that's exciting in itself. And I just wanted to get a chime in from the guys here. Like, are we really optimistic about this? Are we excited and pumped about new teams, new celebrity owners? Obviously we're bummed that we can't have football now, but I mean, does it make sense to you guys? And are you excited about these other things that are happening?
You know, for me, it all sounds like it's a combination of stuff that came up that's outside of the hands of the FCSE guys, but also them looking at stuff and saying, we're not happy with what we're on track for if we decide to play in May as we had scheduled. And so it's maybe a little disappointing if they didn't see that coming earlier than they could have. But overall, I'm happier that they're going to go with something that they feel like they can be happy about. And it also seems to buy them a little time to possibly add teams, add owners. Some of the details we don't really have yet because I'm sure they're trying to remain open to whatever they can get in the next few months. And also, I think putting hoops first, which was actually the original plan a little bit ago, I think that might actually help build more excitement for football, having football after that, than the other way around, because they're really counting on this big international audience for hoops.
Sure. Yeah, and not to mention, like, no offense to the FCF, but we've got a lot of football to watch this spring too. Like, we've got XFL, we got USFL. Apparently, Arena Football League's trying to make a comeback, but like their fans don't get to call plays, so that's kind of rubbish. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, all I gotta say is this is one of the points that Deez brought up is like a delayed game has like a delayed video game has the potential to be a great game for forever, versus rush games have the ability to suck forever. And they said, hey, like, we have so many things coming. We want to make sure it's as good and as perfect as we can possibly get it before it releases. And I respect that decision. I love this clip talking about FCH. I'm going to have Jim work on it behind the scenes here. But basically, Josh basically has a comment in the chat during the show on Thursday. And he says, like, basically the comment is something along the lines of, like, they should just drop hoops altogether and just focus on football. And I love this response from our very own Josh Bakuga. Check this out. This is great. Love it.
It's all together. One, two, three. Who said we should only be playing FCF? It's what FCF is what built all this. FCF is what built this. I agree. But when we launch FCH, it is going to change the literal game of basketball. FCF has changed what fandom means.
I think that's right.
Right? It changes because listen, you can go and watch the XFL, you can go watch the USFL, you can go watch the NFL, you can watch I guess the Arena League is going to pop off. Who knows? There's football leagues everywhere. Okay. And you can watch them. That's fine. You cannot play them like you can do with FCF. And there are a lot of other sports that we want to integrate the FC mentality into. Basketball being so international and the opportunity to make this thing so global that we no longer ever have to worry. There will have it be a sport going on every single day of the year, all year long. That is mind-blowing to think about, but a definite possibility. Paul, it's all
right. That's it.
1, 2, 3.
Josh Makuga taking everybody to church on fan-controlled hoops and why it's so pivotal to fan-controlled sports. Like, this is just the next iteration of fandom, like he said. And so, I agree with you, Freddie. Adding an international audience, showing them that they can control sports, and then introducing them to American football in arena 7-on-7 fashion with the ability to have power-ups and fan-controlled plays. Like, it's setting it up for success because they already have the formula locked in for football for the most part. So they're just adding to it. That's my opinion. AJ, I want to know, like, is there anything that you take away from all this looking forward to the future?
I feel like this is a fan controlled, podcast. And I feel like a lot of people are expecting me to be very positive. And I am overall, I'm excited. I think what we need to talk about though is why the fans are really upset, because the fans are really upset because, it was announced that we were coming back in May, and now they're coming back pretty close, afterwards saying, nah, never mind. We're not ready.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be honest. That's probably why most people are upset. Because if they just from the get-go went off and said, we need more than a year to make sure everything is 100%. There were some issues last season. There were some hiccups. We understand. We want to come back and make it better. If they came out first and foremost and said that, I would be backing them 100%. I am a little nervous, genuinely a little nervous that this is the way they went about it. It shows me that there's still a little disorganization within the company, which scares me. I am excited about everything they have to offer. The hoops court looks great, guys. It looks so cool. I'm excited for the rework for the app. I think all of this is great. I hope that when they come back to the FCF, and I'm being an advocate for the fans right now, I hope everything is smooth sailing. Take the time. I don't give any information if you're not ready to. Don't give us a date if you're not ready to. Mm-hmm. Give us a year. Give us an idea. If it's going to be this year, great. Awesome. If it's going to be 2025, let us know. I think there's a level of transparency that needs to be here. It's similar to, and I say this because I have a lot of experience in Web3. I have seen many of projects lose a lot of momentum because their founders weren't transparent. And I think this is a call for that transparency. I love FCF. I want to be here for years and years to come. Like I'm a part owner of one of the teams, but there needs to be a level of transparency from the owners to the community, because this community is passionate. And when they come back, as long as it takes, come back 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Make sure everything is smooth. Make sure the fan getting their things are smooth, because there are fans that only come in now asking for what's up with the gold jerseys. We have fans like, Nerd E misunderstanding communication because they just don't know what's going on. And I love FCF. I love FCSE. I'm so excited for the project and everything to come. But I feel like I understand where the frustration comes from the fans asking focus on one thing, because it feels like they have a lot of balls in motion and the first product that they're given hasn't turned out smooth. So I'm 100% okay with and behind them taking the time they need. But if you're coming back and taking the time you need, come back 100%.
Yeah, be amazing. Yeah, I get that.
Everything needs to be smooth. NFT utility redemption needs to be smooth. As much as you can get out of the way, take the time to come back 100.
It's good.
And address the issues with the people coming in from the coin from the Screaming Eagles. Like it's I'm gonna say it. I know I'll probably get yelled at by Josh and Deez after this, but I love these guys. I see so much potential and I want it to be the best it can be. And I just say take the time. Take the time.
I think they will see your positive spin on it. They're going to see that everything you just said comes from a place of care, right? It comes from a place of love, and I agree with you. I love this comment from our community manager Ruthless Cutie. She runs our Discord. She runs the FCF community. She says, we want fans to be blown away. We work tirelessly for you guys. It's worth every second. It means so much to us to get it as close to perfect as we can, because that's what you deserve. Sometimes things just come up. We can't always see that far in the future. 100%. I respect that. Ruthless, we love you. We love all of 100%. The staff people. And I think as all of us are content creators and fans of the league, there is that little bit of disappointment, but also there's just that little bit more of excitement and hope, because we know what you guys are promising, what you guys are bringing is going to be absolutely incredible.
I'm going to put it this way.
I'm going to put it this way. For it to be here.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm going to put it this way. Be more take a page from some of these Web3 things. Give people the taste. Don't tell them what's coming. Be like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's coming. You're doing a great job with the video game. The video game is perfect. There's just enough to keep me interested every so often. That's all I need. Just a little taste. Just a little something every so often. We don't need to know when.
A little sore leak on Twitter, every now and
Show us you're still working on it. You see the court light up. Boom. That's all we need. You're hanging out with Shaq. Hey, that's all we just a little update.
We don't know what it means, but
we have no idea.
Yeah, but it's hype. Yeah.
You're making a donut place with Shaquille O'Neal? Awesome. Fan control donuts? Great. Let's do it. Ooh. What?
Yeah.
Sure. Glaze all day. Hashtag glaze all day.
30 years down the road, we got a Shaq and FC donut, fan control donuts. You choose the sprinkles and the filling, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Our British Columbia Lion is in the chat. BC Lion, great to see you, lads. It's always good to have you here on the show. Thank you for coming by. Lots of people loving your comments on Valentine's Day, and giving me a taste on Valentine's Day is a great innuendo, is what someone said. So
that transparency that AJ wants, I think it really has to be a two-way street here. So I'm sure they're going to appreciate you being transparent about how you feel about this, because they don't want us to be unhappy. They don't want us to keep that in, and so that's going to help them, I think.
100%. But that's the news we have for that. We're very excited about it, and we can't wait. When I heard from Deez's mouth, added teams and celebrity owners, and talking about the app, the new venue, which, by the way, I think I've seen teases of.
What's that about?
But when they said new venue, I was like, wait, he said new venue. I saw a video a few weeks ago that Kamish posted in an Instagram story. I was like, wait a minute, are they connected? Mm-hmm. And I started doing this conspiracy theory thing where I was like connecting all the dots on the walls. And, like,
Wait.
it's
If
happening.
the commission's
But-
in it, wait, does that mean it's in Chicago? Because
don't
my
know.
God, my life would be so much easier.
Dude, I don't know. All I gotta say is I'm anxious to know more, but that's all we could say. And they've just that was the tease. Exactly. That was me. I'm just like, So they're calling an audible, but I'm ready to see what the play is gonna be. Like that's all that matters. I'm ready to see the play get run. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. We hope that you know that you are loved by everybody here at the FCF. And we at the FCF, they put together some really great Valentine's cards. Did you guys see these?
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
go
saw some
through
of
them. We're gonna go through them. Some of them are really cheesy. Some of them are really good. I wanted us to go like pop them up on the screen and give them a rating 1 to 10. Like 10 being okay, that's really great, to 1 being like, bro, that's so cheese. That's bad. So we're just gonna cycle through these Valentine's cards one at a time. Here's the first one. Is that a lightning bolt in your pants, or are you just zappy to see me? I feel like Josh wrote this.
I feel like he wrote most of these, if
I
I'm
feel like
being
he did
real.
too.
Like, let's be real. He had to at least be a part of some approval process.
Absolutely. I want to, again, we're rating these 1 to 10. Let us know, some of you guys in the chat, what you would rate this as number 10. Go back to the first one there, Jim, real quick. All right, scale of 1 to 10. What do you guys give this one? I give this one a 6.
I'll give it a 5.
A 5? Okay.
It gets an 8 from me because I like my puns.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay, moving on to the next one. Glacier Boys right here. Only you can warm my frozen heart. Give us a rating here, chat.
That's a
What do you
2.
guys think? 2?
That's a 2.
2? Okay.
That's a 2.
Quavo
That's a
and
Josh
Boy.
original right there.
I give this one a 5. A 5 indeed. Boykin for MVP says 10, but I know that he's a huge Glacier Boy fan. So, what did you say? Freddy, I didn't catch it.
I gave that a 3.
A 3. Got lots of 3s in the chat. Okay, Glacier Boys one was Josh per Ruthless Cutie. So good call, AJ. This one, I love this one. Should have been stars. More like should have been mine. Oh, that was golden.
That's a 2.
No. That was good. That's like a 7 for me. That was great. Classic should be mine, or would you be mine? Like Valentine's
I'll
Day,
give
like
it a 4.
nomenclature.
I'll give it a 4, and I'll say, hey, maybe they postponed the season to find another new owner for the Stars this year, so they could.
Nah,
Ooh.
it's not gonna happen.
No, I don't know, man. Drewski's pretty butt in.
Drewski's
I don't
too
know.
big, man. He's too big.
Drewski's fun. We like Drewski.
Dude's hanging out with Kevin Hart at the Super Bowl and making fun of him. Yeah, no way, man.
All right, going to the next one here. This one's the Beast. Yeah. I'm a freak on the field, but a beast in the sheets.
I think that one's probably the best one. I'm gonna give that one a 9.
9? Okay. I'm going to give this one a 7 on this one.
What?
I'll say
7. It was good, but
6.
Peanut giving it a 10. Boykin for MVP giving it a 10. We got lots of 10s on this one, actually.
It's a good
surprising.
one.
It's really funny. It's really good. Ruthless said that one was hers, by the way. Go Ruthless. Good writing there.
There
That
you
was
go.
great.
That's a good one.
Good stuff. Apes Together Love. Now, I'm a Bored Ape fan, but
That's
come on,
not
we gotta.
good.
It's not good. We gotta
It's
be a little
not
bit
good.
more original than that.
Well,
Come
our team
on.
doesn't represent love. We represent domination and strength. So I'm gonna give it a 1. It's not
1?
good.
Got a 1 and a 0. Live, laugh, love is what.
Oh,
Ruthless Cutie
okay. Okay.
says.
Now that I understand what you're trying to go for, because it's apes together strong, live, laugh, love. Okay, I see that. I give it all right. Now because of that, I give it a 4. I give it
Okay.
a 4.
I give it a 12.
That's a Hobby Lobby original, says Ruthless Cutie. I'm gonna go with a solid 5 on this one. Okay. This one I'm pretty sure this was my favorite. This is a
That's
10.
a 10. That's
This
the
is a
10.
10.
Yeah, that's the 10.
Shh, you wake the kids.
'Cause
I
that's-
freaking loved it.
It's just dirty enough. It's
Oh,
just dirty
But
enough.
it's so good.
Why
It
is there a
is.
kid in my house?
Why are there multiple mini
Oh, it's so good.
tiny Mitch kids in the
Why is
house?
he in my house, and how did he find my cloning machine?
Why are they all so short? They're like toddler
man.
Mitch kids. Full padding and helmet. What? I don't understand.
They do look abnormally small for some reason in this picture. Like somebody altered the image to make him look smaller. I think. I don't know. This one was my favorite. That's a 10. That's a 10. Moving on to the next one. Be My Queen pin. Okay.
It's like a 5.
5. I give this one a 6.
I'm gonna say 4.
4. Okay. Pretty average. What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know.
Okay.
Let's see some comments there. All right. The next one. Tonight is the night.
That's a big old goose egg.
That's like a 1 or a 2 for me. And not because it's the nights. Like, I just feel like it's not very original. It's the same as the apes, right? It's not very original.
It's not good. No, there's no bias in this, but that was just bad.
You just gotta be more original. I mean, there's so many ways. You'd be like, some say chivalry is dead, but I'm a knight. Like that would have been better, right?
But not tonight.
Oh, okay.
There it is. See, that would have been like an 8 right there. You know
some say chivalry is dead, but not tonight. I love it. That's great. You're my MVP. Like, I mean, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I get a C-.
That's also
7.
I'll give it a 7, but only because of the pose from KB.
Yeah, the pose is great.
Yeah. It gets points for the pose.
And then this one, I love the line, "Are you a trophy? I'm trying to win you." I give this one a 8.
I'm giving this one a 2 purely because I still think the trophy needs work.
Yeah,
the trophy does not look good.
Yeah. Okay.
We need fan design vote.
We need we need. I like the original trophy better, honestly. Like, give me season 1's trophy. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get hatred for that from the fans, but I wasn't a fan of the copper. The copper football was weird.
Fair enough.
This is just my opinion.
So again, really great Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. We wanted to go through those. I thought they were great. Let's go through the rest of this news, and then we're going to get to our boss battle. These next 2 topics should be really pretty quick. We got breaking news today. Raiders have officially parted ways and cut Derek Carr right before his guarantee $40 million agreement. So basically, it had been like another week or so, he would have been locked in with a guarantee, gotten $40 million. That's no longer happening because they decided to cut him. He refused to sign his trade clause. Basically, he had no trade clause. They were trying to waive it, and he refused to sign it, so they just cut him. So Derek Carr is now officially a free agent. It was not pretty. Some people are like pretty happy about that. There was a lot of controversy in those last few weeks of Derek Carr's career with the Raiders. But really, I just want to talk about it. Where do you guys think he goes? I mean, Derek Carr has a lot of opportunity. I hear there's a spot open in Tampa Bay now. But curious, where's Derek Carr going to be playing football next year?
I think Tampa Bay is a great spot for him. I think, I mean, there's a lot of pieces there, similar to when Tom Brady went there a few years ago when he replaced Jameis Winston. It seemed like they were only, that and a couple other pieces away from really being contenders. And obviously they won a Super Bowl right then. They had Carr, they had maybe a few missing pieces, shore up the O-line, because that was really part of the problem for them this year. But I just don't think that Carr was the problem with the Raiders. I think one of the big problems for his entire tenure with the Raiders was the defense not giving him enough support over there. And I think he just finally got fed up with it and decided that it was time to break up. It was time to ditch that relationship for someone that
talk
could
about a bad Valentine's
more.
Day breakup.
So
right.
I think Tampa Bay is a great situation for him.
Yeah. What do you think, AJ? Where's he headed?
I think Peanut and Boykin have it right. I think he's the next Drew Brees. He's going to the Saints.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That'd be a really good addition there in New Orleans.
Be interesting.
I would love to see him follow in his brother's footsteps and go play in Houston. Like to me, that would be a pretty cool fit. Like to see him go to Houston, step into his brother's alma mater, and to be a Houston Texan. Lord knows they need some quarterback leadership down there. So Who knows? But we will find out. I think the real question is, where does Lamar Jackson go? And if you want to know where our opinions lie on that, you can check out the previous episodes via podcast. We talked about it a lot. And we have some hope, if you can't tell. We have some hopes and dreams from this guy over here. And be really interested to see what happens with him in Baltimore. This Saturday, guys, we're getting football this Saturday. Just because the Super Bowl happened doesn't mean it's over. We've got the XFL kicking off this Saturday. So we're excited for that because we are going to get to see some former FCF alums basically hop into some XFL jerseys and get to play some football for their respective teams. We got Vegas and Arlington at 2 this Saturday. And then we've got the Orlando Guardians taking on Houston at 7:30 p.m. Saturday. And then Sunday, we've got St. Louis versus San Antonio at 2, and then Seattle versus DC at 7:30. A lot of us here are pulling for Orlando. They've got a lot of former FCF guys. They've got some FCF coaching staff over there. And actually, we've got their depth chart for what they're looking at, just to kind of show you how many players are here from the FCF. So we're going to pull that up here shortly. But again, guys, are you excited for some XFL football to be able to see a new league, new teams, some familiar faces? Does that excite you?
I'm pretty excited. Go ahead, AJ.
No, go ahead, Freddy.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty excited, and as I mentioned before, you can check out the latest episode of FreddyStatGo to hear some in-depth thoughts from me and StatHead on where the XFL is going to go this year. But I'm excited. We have, I think, 5 FCF guys who landed on the 51-man roster here. And
10% of the team.
Based on what I'm seeing here, I think with DeAndre Francois possibly running the offense, he's listed as one of the possible starting quarterbacks there. I'm interested to see if they kind of run something like the Bored Apes offense, because they only have 2 running backs on the roster, according to how the roster is listed. And so I'm wondering if they're going to have some of these small wide receivers that they have. They have a lot of shorter guys there. You know, they might switch them into the run game a little bit and have that variability there. So I'm excited to see that.
Jose Ruckus in the chat. Shout out Jose Ruckus from the Don't Cause a Ruckus show on Wednesday nights. He says, no Tommy O'Shea, no Jose. Yeah, I did notice that Tommy O'Shea is not listed on here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is, did he get cut again?
Yes.
He did get cut again. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so stupid. Tommy O'Shea, we love you, dude. You can come play for the FCF anytime, but yeah, man, you're a legend. Yeah, that's dumb. I mean, shout out to Andrew Jamil. Like, that man is an animal. He's gonna go off in the XFL. The question is, who's his quarterback gonna be? There, I really hope it's Francois as an FCF guy, as an ape. I'd love to see Francois take the helm. And him pairing up with Jamil again, man, like season 1, Glacier Boys, Glory Days, like that'd be really cool to get to see again in an 11-11 format. So, really proud of those guys. Like Ruthless Cutie saying, excited to see them play. I'm going to be tuning in that game for sure.
And you know what? Don't forget that on the other side of the ball, they're playing Houston this first week. That's where Bryson Aline is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll
and Houston's a tough looking team. Coach Liotta said that they are a tough one to start off with, and it'll be really interesting to see how that happens. But yeah, man, all I gotta say is more football, the merrier. Like, let's go. So, all right, guys. Well, we are coming up on our boss battle. Let's kick it to the boss battle video, and then we'll get started. Here we go.
Choose your character.
Man, I get jealous of my pixelated self every time I watch the video because Info Arcade on that video looks swole. So I need to be back at it and start trying to look like that guy. So here's the boss battle. It's Valentine's Day. Okay, I want to know, what is your perfect Valentine's Day date look like? Don't tell me about the date you're going on tonight. I want to know about your perfect date. Like, you going bowling? You going to a basketball game? You going out to a fancy dinner and then going back to watch a movie? Like, what does your perfect date look like? And then you, the fans at home, you tell us what you most agree with. What is your perfect date to choose from? We'll start with our guest this week, Freddy. If you could go on a perfect Valentine's Day date, what would it consist of? What's it look like?
And I feel like AJ might have the leg up on me because it's been a long time since I've gone out on a date for Valentine's Day, much less anything. But what I'm thinking is, I'm kind of a laid back guy. Some might say a little low energy, but I think laid back is a pretty good way to put it. So I'm thinking
you go with the flow. Yeah. Okay.
I go with the flow. I mean, football is my love right now, and we don't really get football on Valentine's Day usually. Maybe one of these days we'll get some XFL or something. But I'd probably find a basketball game, a hockey game, something good that we could go to live and cheer on someone. Then we'd maybe pick up some takeout from a familiar place on our way home, grab some beer, and throw on a good movie, a movie that nothing unusual, nothing that we've never seen before, something a little bit comfortable.
Okay, fair enough. Something you've seen before that you love to watch, you can watch as many times as you want, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
something you don't have to pay attention to.
Oh, hey, there it goes. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, AJ. That's a great answer, Freddie. AJ, I want to know, what's your perfect date? You get to plan Valentine's Day date. Where are you taking your lady? What you doing?
See, that's a loaded question because, like, my perfect Valentine's date is probably not like a girl's perfect Valentine's date.
No, that's fine. You just say your perfect Valentine's Day date.
Oh, me?
You.
That's kind of easy. Going to a Hawks game, an Atlanta Hawks game. Getting stop along pizza along the way, and then afterwards going home for some private time.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, give me some pizza, some basketball, and private time.
You're a simple man. I like it. It's easy.
That's all I need. It's either that or just video games and pizza.
Yeah. I gotta say, I like to go adventure. I like to go new places. So I'm gonna go to like a really nice restaurant, something that's pretty high esteem that somebody told me about that I've probably never been to because I like to try new things. And then one of two things will happen. If it's a terrible pick of a restaurant, we go to the backup plan, which is we go get like appetizers and desserts from like a really, really good spot. If it's good, then we might grab dessert on our way to our next destination where we go do something fun. I don't care what it is. I just think dates should be fun. They don't have to be all serious, a conversation. Like if you're not laughing and having a good time, then what are you doing? So I'm definitely saying like some laser tag in there. Maybe I'm saying like, going to a sporting event. I would love to go to like a Thunder basketball game. It'd be sick. Especially depending on who they're playing, or a concert, dude. Give me a good concert.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
I would love to go to a concert. So then, like, you've got music to listen to on the way there and on the way back. You don't have to worry about like having like a playlist because you're just listening to the band that you're going to see and you're excited to go see. And then I wrap up the night with a movie back at our house. Again, it could be something familiar, it could be something new, but I just like being in the comfort of my own home, watching movies. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the theater movie watching experience, but on a day like Valentine's Day, I don't want to be stuck in the theater. I want to be able to like be like, you know what, we don't have to finish the movie. We'll pause it and watch it later, because we got other things on our mind. That's Valentine's Day. So
the great thing about Valentine's Day, it's a good day to show someone you know pretty well how well you know them and how well you guys know each other, and you can stay in your comfort zone or you can go a little bit out of it, but it's really for people to show that side of things.
Yeah, that's good. I totally agree. So that said, honey, if you're watching the show, there's my perfect date idea for next year. So, just, I don't know. I'll take notes. Ruthless Cutie in the chat says, ordering in some sushi, playing some video games, and then YouTube and chill. Like, yeah, I mean, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. Let us know what your perfect date is in the chat. And then we're going to go ahead and do a poll on who you guys agree with more. Which of us three you agree with more? Are you siding with Freddy, siding with AJ, or are you siding with myself? We'll have that poll up here shortly, and then we were going to wrap up the stream. But yeah, guys, great show tonight. Thanks for popping on and on your Valentine's Day. You guys, I know you said you have plans, AJ. You going to do something really fun tonight, like going to a nice restaurant or anything for Valentine's?
Yeah, going to a Italian restaurant after this. So
okay,
it'll be fun. I'm excited.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You'll have to let me know how it works out. Have you been there to this place before?
No, but I looked up most romantic places to eat Chicago, and then it was like one of the top 10. So I was like, I'll just go there. Right?
Yeah, man. Hey,
simple Google searches.
That's good stuff. Well,
it's the effort that counts.
I agree. It is the effort that counts. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show tonight. We appreciate you. We hope that you have a great one. Make sure, again, that you tune in each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific to catch us live, or you can listen to us on podcast services all around the globe. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night to the Don't Cause a Ruckus podcast with AJ King Ka and Jose Ruckus. And then Thursday, the Fan Control Show. And you can also listen to the FreddyStatGo podcast each and every Monday with Freddy Airmail and our wonderful and dearly missed Stathead, who's not here tonight. The poll is up. Who are you going on a date with? Your perfect date. That's what we're trying to say. Who's got the perfect date? Is it AJ? Is it Freddy? Is it Info Arcade? Myself? Guys, I got 4 votes right now. I'll take it. Nice. I really don't see myself as someone who is very romantic, but chat seems to be giving me the votes, so I'll take them. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been fun. AJ got a vote. Make sure you guys get your vote in. The time is almost up now.
One vote. Yeah. Don't forget.
AJ got another vote. Watch out.
Oh, there we go. Watch out. Don't forget to follow us on our personal Twitch channels too. Usually they're the same as our Twitter channels.
That's absolutely right.
Twitter names, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, King Ka for me, Info Arcade, FCF for him. And then I'm guessing Freddy Airmail for Freddy Airmail, right?
Yeah, my Twitch, I haven't streamed on there in forever, but it's just Freddy Airmail, all one word. You can also catch me on Twitter at Freddy_Airmail.
There you go.
Of course, you can get FreddyStatGo, my podcast with Kyle Stathead Sheridan, wherever you get your podcasts on the Fan Controlled TV channel. And of course, you can also catch me over in the Discord.
That's right. If you haven't joined the Fan Controlled Discord, make sure you do that because our Discord is amazing and it's run by the awesome Ruthless Cutie. We just dropped links to that Discord server. You guys can go get involved. Come hang out with us, talk sports, and talk all that stuff. But guys, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for coming on the show. We can't wait to see you next week, and make sure you tune into all of our other great content right here on the FCF show, our FCF channel. And we love all of you each very, very much. I'm so tired. I'm blabbing. Blah, 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 blah. I can't even get my words out. Anyway, remember this. We hope you have a good one. Power to the fans.
Bye.